Hi, my name is Lindsay and this is the video for lab number 2. So the first part of this video I will be talking on here, and then for the clips of the stuff that I found, I will just be doing a voiceover, and there's different video clips to show you what I found. So for the first part though, I'm going to give you my terms that I think that each thing means, just like how my brain works in simpler terms. So for a homogeneous mixture, basically what I think of it as is just mixtures that are combined that cannot be separated afterwards. So that's just the easiest thing I can think of. Next would be a heterogeneous mixture, and I just think of that as mixtures put together that absolutely cannot be separated again. For solutions, I have a type of mixture that involves two or more substances that can be dissolved into each other, and I have an example for that. And then for a solute, it is a solid, liquid, or gas that is dissolved to make a solution, and a solute is dissolved into a solvent to make a solution. Then for a solvent, I have any substance that is usually a liquid that is capable of dissolving one or more substances, which then creates a solution. And then I have suspensions, which is a mixture between liquid and particles of a solid. So I have the example for that. So that's basically what I think of as putting something solid into a liquid, and you're trying to mix it up and it just will not mix together. Then for emulsions, I have a mixture of two or more liquids that are normally unmixable. So just putting stuff together, when I think of that, I think of water and oil as an example. And then for the aerosols, I think that's how you pronounce it. It's just a suspension of fine liquid or gas that is sprayed into a fine mist. So now I will be going into why homogeneous mixtures and pure substances are different. I moved the camera a little bit so maybe it looks better. Okay, so I did a little research on this just because I was kind of curious. So the differences that I found are that pure substances are basically elements and compounds, and they're usually chemically combined, and that means that you can't uncombine them, which as a homogeneous mixture, even if they are combined, they can be physically separated. So pure substances can be separated chemically only, and they cannot be separated physically. So that's the difference. My first item for a pure substance is going to be table salt. The reason why I picked this is because it is technically an element and it is a pure substance, so it is chemically combined and it cannot be separated physically. It can only be separated chemically. My next example is going to be for the heterogeneous mix, which I did cereal and milk, and the reason why I did this is because adding cereal and milk mixed together, you can still separate both of them and they can still be their own item. My next one is for the emulsion example. I chose to use mayo. The reason why is because it is a mixture of two or more liquids that are normally unmixable, and in mayo there's water and oil for an example, and those are usually two things that, well, they do not mix together, and so that they did mix together and they're unmixable now is what makes it an emulsion. Alright, this example looks a little silly in the picture, but it is my example for a suspension, which is a mixture between a liquid and a solid, and you can mix them together, but the solid will not dissolve. It will just stay it will just stay solid. The second to last example is going to be for the aerosol, which in this case I picked hairspray. And this is a suspension of a fine solid or liquid particles in a gas form, which is why when you press the spray, it's in such a fine particle, and it also holds a lot of volume within the can, so that's also part of why it is a aerosol. Alright, and lastly we have our mixture that can be separated by filtration. And this is actually kind of funny because I wasn't sure what I was going to do for this at my house, but actually at my quad where I stay, we have a water filter for our faucet just because we don't think that our water here is very clean. So this is our water filter, and the filtration is going to stop up any like dirt or particles that can come through like the pipes that can go into our cups or when we're brushing our teeth or anything. And so that is what that is for. Okay, that is all my examples for lab number 2. I hope you understood everything clearly. I went in and described each thing individually of how I see it, so that's also how I see the examples that I found. But I hope you enjoyed, and bye!